Okay, I think we are live right now. Yeah. So hello everyone. Welcome to Workhy and Payoneer webinar of today. So today I'm with Burcu. She is the sales lead of Middle East and North Africa in Payoneer. So today we would like to discuss and we will try to explain you the conveniences, the opportunities that have been provided, that is provided by Payoneer and Workhy to you. So, and in order to open your business globally, so please don't forget to sign up and ask your questions if you have any. We will have a Q&A session at the end of the webinar, so after our questions, after our conversation. So firstly, I would like to start with a brief introduction of what we're doing right now. So in Payoneer and also in Workhy. So basically in Workhy, we are helping you, we are assisting you to open your business at a global level. So we are helping you to establish your companies in the US and UK, in all countries from the world. So basically, we are focusing in US and UK to establish your businesses and also in the European Union. So we'll help you all the way through from step one to the final steps to establish your business, provide CPAs and partners to you, and to establish your communication, and also to run your business, to test your results, review your results, financial results, and to keep your business running, basically. My name is Evan. I'm CFO and co-founder of Workhy. As I said, today I'm with Burcu. So welcome, Burcu, to our webinar. And
hi, everyone. Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. First of all, thank you so much for inviting today. So I'm so excited to our webinar. So I'm hoping we have the great Q&A session. So guys, please just don't feel free to yourself, ask any questions. Of course, we're gonna respond in the regulatory and the compliance perspective, but otherwise we are more than welcome to respond to your inquiries.
Yeah, it's exciting to have you with us today. So let's start with a brief introduction of yourself, if it's okay with you. So please just tell us a bit about what you're doing, and then let's proceed to what Payoneer is doing. I think probably all of our audience have heard about Payoneer, so they have a rough idea on what you're doing, but that would be good if you can just tell us a bit more about what you're doing and your position there.
Sure. My name is Burcu. Hi, everyone. So I'm looking after for sales in Payoneer today. More than 3 years now, I'm working with Payoneer. So my existing role is the sales in Middle East and Africa. So my focus region is Middle East and Africa, including Turkey. So Payoneer is everyone. We have some echo at the moment. Yeah, I think it's okay. Yeah, the Payoneer is taking care only the cross-border payments. We support B2B, we support e-commerce industry. Mainly, we have the balance on e-commerce and the B2B business. But the Payoneer approach is as much as support the cross-border payments to globally. And around Middle East and Africa region, we seems more the business on the B2B side. So Payoneer is today sitting, of course, on the cross-border payment, but we have also the checkout product, which is basically whoever has a website and selling products on worldwide, Payoneer is supporting on the checkout side. So this is the overall introduction about the product. But from my side today, my main aim goal is today to share as much as information how we're gonna support during the sign up and the onboarding process, and if we can clarify on our customers and even your customers how we can make their journey on Payoneer and Workhy. This is the overall our target today in the webinar.
Basically, our So I think I was on mute, so I'm going to just repeat this, what I said. So just to give a quick heads up to the audience. So anything related to cross-border payments or anything to establish those is out of our scope today. So we're not going to comment or answer or address any questions related with the strictly regulated areas. So what we're going to do, what our aim is today is to provide you brief information about how to open your business globally. So what does Worky do? What does Payoneer do? How the process goes? How do you sign up? What advantages we brought to you in your daily operations? And then how you can handle multiple currency transactions from one country to another, to your local country, basically. So our main objective today is to help as much as we can on those areas, basically. So Burcu, you gave a brief introduction. Thanks for that. So my first question in this here is that, Payoneer is an essential tool today. So, you've been in the market, as such. Actually, you are how do you call it? You are one of the pioneers of this, let's say, which is quite similar to your name, basically. The pioneers in this market. So Payoneer is an essential tool for entrepreneurs to expand their businesses to the global market. So how does the process work? So could you please walk us through, how does it work? And also I will intervene how we help with Worky to our customers in here. So could you please tell us about more from the step one? How do you sign up? What do you do? And then, how do people register to Payoneer? Basically?
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much asking for everyone. It's a great question. So first of all, Payoneer is the self-service platform. So basically today, even if you are the freelancer, if you have the individual accounts, which is more than free to sign up to Payoneer. So first of all, the first things is whoever has today the cross-border payments globally, Payoneer main game is to support the clients. So therefore, basically, we have the website, and whoever is today go to a website and click the information, which is individual or the company accounts. So you are ready to open your accounts. So Payoneer has two accounts at the moment, which is individual and the company. Mostly for the freelancer, like we are global partner with Upwork, eBay, some of the freelancer platforms, and therefore we have many individual accounts. So the main reason, specifically, if you go today the website, you will just click related to your business. If it's the individual, you will sign up through the individual. If it's the company account, you will sign up through the company account. So when you create your accounts today, we will assign you one of the account ID, and this account ID, which means your ID to reach out the sign up to the platform. We have some of the onboarding documents for the individual accounts. We basically ask the ID, where you live, address verification, if it's necessary. If it's you are freelancer, then which platform you are working directly, and if it's Upwork, let's say you have to upload your Upwork profile, then therefore wherever you receive the transaction through Upwork, we will qualify you during the KYC process. And if it's the company account, first of all, you sign up as a company account, then you will again put your ID. And there are some different scenarios for the company accounts. Some of the accounts is 100% one owner, and many accounts is there are stakeholders in the account. So there are different qualification steps we have, but basically for during the onboarding process, ID, company verification documents, business of license, where you need to set up your company, and what is your line of business. Basically, you need to qualify and you need to upload your related documents. And then therefore, we are taking care for the KYC. And once the account is set up, and which means you are ready to receive transaction around the world. Default, when you sign up Payoneer today, we open USD, GBP, and Euro currency. This is the three currency we give individual and the company accounts. Then if you are specifically looking for, let's say, the wire payment, which is this very common for the global transactions. So that's why if you are specifically looking for the wire payment, you need to make it and you need to enable from your account. So there are some products we are calling as a product, but this is the platform itself. There are some products is you can enable yourself, and there are products is immediately enable when you sign up the Payoneer account. So this is the overall for the sign up process. But we have some specific treatment region by regions. And today, with our partnership, our approaches, we would like to support the worky customers behalf of our partners. So each account is going to be handled from our team. So basically today, whoever is sign up today through our webinar, we would like to take care of them. But individual, the globally also, we have different team related to region. But overall, we have account manager in the accounts. We have the CSM, which is customer success manager, is handling specifically your accounts. And there are also 4 7 hours support from customer care, which means you raise the ticket. If you have any technical issue, if you have any operational issue, you open the ticket through the customer care platform, then you're able to solve the issue. This is the overall process, how you're going to register today here and what's going to happen after the sign up process.
Okay, so maybe we should highlight the, firstly, thank you very much for this brief explanation on, how you register. So this is the key in this process, Burcu, as you might agree. So,
yes,
considering that Worky provides, the operations that your services you require to establish your company abroad, so US or UK, whatever. So you comply with the local regulations, you apply to the local regulators to receive, for example, your EIN numbers or ITIN numbers or any registration number that you need to require. So when it won't be a mistake or it won't be a mistaken thing to say that, in order to register in Payoneer, that you need to have your local required identification numbers, right? So
true.
that's a key thing to highlight, I think. I don't know if you'll agree with me on that.
True. So specifically for related the regions, as an example, as you mentioned for the USA, today when you have the USA entity, you need for the company account ENI number. So without this verification, even on the Pioneer sign up, we are not onboarding the customer properly. Still, it's you sign up, but again, there are some required documents, and ENI number is one of them. So in this case, we because of our partnership, we have more the relationship between clients between you and Pioneer. So we will come back to you and we will ask related for the accounts, and if we are dependents any documents, we will come back to you. But otherwise, the people or the customer has to know related to regions, wherever is the requirement documents, you need to upload on time and you need to upload the right documents. We have some issues related our region, which means Middle East and Africa region. Some of the documents is only required for their local country, and therefore some of the documents is if you have again UAE entity or if you have the USA entity, EA number as an example, it's not required for UAE entity, right? So that's why we don't need it, but we need different documents. So then this time we have Emirates ID as an example. So this is number one has to be there. So without Emirates ID, without ID, we cannot onboard the customer. So this is the one of the one you already explained, but yes, uh, short and the quick one, we need a number if the US entity, the sign up company, we are looking for them.
Yeah, so as a result, I think we are able to say that it is essential that you complete, if you want a seamless onboarding in Payoneer and to start, having the transactions, you start your business as transactions, then you sell, and you need to collect the money that you earn from your operations. You do have your local bank there, so you have an integration with Payoneer, but you need to first be able to obtain those identification numbers, which is locally regulated, and that's where Worky helps us. Worky will help you, in due course to start your operations. And then Payoneer's part is to have you on board in a seamless way when you have, in particular, whatever the identification number you require, EIN or ITIN or any other registration number, let's call it, then you will be able to transact between countries in a seamless way. So it is essential to have those numbers to have your onboarding properly. Okay, so you mentioned, I think I'm going to move to the second question, actually. So you have mentioned, e-commerce and digital marketing, are among the most demanded areas nowadays. So, I'm saying nowadays, it's a quite cliche word, but actually it's not nowadays. A couple of years maybe it's it's heavily demanded, and it's a focus point for people actually. So, and we at Worky handle the process for our customers, let's say Turkish customers, and in your region, North African or Middle Eastern people, to establish their businesses in the US or UK. So what are Payoneer's contributions to the businesses serving in these fields of e-commerce and digital marketing? Apart from the relationship between our companies, actually, so not only those. So what are Payoneer's advantages that they are presenting, sharing with their customers in these specific areas?
So within e-commerce and digital marketing, these are the two key line of business that Payoneer is supporting. So firstly, e-commerce is our infrastructure, and the platform allow e-commerce sellers to collect from over 2,000 marketplaces worldwide and manage their global Amazon stores. If it's the Amazon stores in a one easy to use platform. So which means they're gonna collect from the payment services, and they use on their web stores in up to 10 currencies across over 200 countries. So first of all, this is the great tool that today, if you are on a marketplace seller, if you are working directly with Payoneer, you can connect more than 10 currency. You don't need necessarily to integrate with different bank accounts. So that's why Payoneer is, when we call, it's just acting like as a digital e-wallet. When we say this one, you receive the money and you pay out the money. But using with Payoneer account in marketplace adoption, so then you will connect only one time the Payoneer account, but you will keep integrating for more than 10 currency. So this is the reason we are calling these support 100% e-commerce industry in first of all one place, and then manage all the supplier payments. So today, even the Amazon sales store, Noon, Walmart, Namshi is a big marketplace in the region. All the sellers, they have the supplier payment, and this is one of the key pain points sometimes for the sellers, how they want to send it to supplier payments on time. So that's why then manage all their supplier payments, advertising costs, and any business expense from the platform Payoneer is supporting. For coming back to the digital marketing agency, this is raised after the COVID, as you know, Evren, and during this since 3 years right now, we see lots of customers from the digital marketing agencies, and they need global receiving accounts to get paid from clients in multiple currencies. Therefore, pay contractors and staff, and most importantly, have easy to use virtual cards. This is high priority, to be honest, from the digital marketing agencies companies. So that's why they need high spending limits to never be reflected on advertisement spends line. So sometimes we see this in customers that both them 100K the advertisement. This is you can use with your virtual cards through the Payoneer. You can make your the advertisement payment. So I believe this is one of the pain points of the digital marketing agency. So that's why Payoneer is spending more on how we're going to support. If you ask how we are supporting, this is one of the areas. And on e-commerce, as I explained, because of seamless, because of acting like is a digital wallet, Payoneer is sitting in a good position.
Yeah, so that's basically, thank you. So that's basically the painkiller that Payoneer provides to e-commerce, people operating in the e-commerce and digital marketing businesses. So what I understand from what you're saying right now is, companies, people, who would like to operate globally with their, let's say, when they decide to expand their business globally, form and establish a company abroad, overseas or whatever. So they're going to face a lot of hidden costs, a lot of, I don't know if it's the correct word, but probably, it's mostly correct. So basically there are a lot of hidden costs in this type of establishing businesses. So, when you work with Worky and Payoneer in general, let's call, so you won't be you're not going to face, or you're not going to burden any additional operational costs or any hidden costs to form your company there, and then to operate, and then to establish the infrastructure to transfer your earnings into your local bank with the integration of Payoneer. So basically, I think that would be the summary of what we can call no hidden costs or no any other operational burdens that you need to face.
And even when you register, Evren, we don't charge anything for the customer. So this is completely free platform. Of course, the platform is making the money from somewhere else, right? Nothing is free. When I call, something is free, but nothing is, of course, always free. So we do some pricing, different pricing. There are some standard pricing when the customer is registered. So this is the global fee we have. Otherwise, when you, of course, there are some customers we are calling as a VIP. So this is the reason today our call is more important. Wherever we sign up through the Worky, those are the customers for us. Basically, if someone is making more than 100K revenue monthly, we have sometimes different treatment. So standard price is 2%, but depends on the region and depends on your working with Payoneer. First of all, for us, the customer is super. Our customer is, that's why we have the account manager, we have the CSM in the accounts. Usually we are not looking the customer, okay, they sign up and forget for them. For us, more important, this customers is we are handling, how we can support them, but there's a standard pricing, how we can change, how much we can change it. This depends on our relationship with the customer. So when I say the standard pricing, it's sitting there. But having said to that, yes, the method for the usage related your the payments from worthwhile, we can always discuss with our customer.
Okay, so thank you so much. I'm going to ask another, let's say, a question from the general perspective on as being the subject of this webinar also. Could you please tell us about you've been talking about the services that you provide basically, but I would like to emphasize and highlight again. So about the services that you're going to provide for Worky customers. So the focus in our webinar right now. So how does Payoneer make global payments easier for B2B traders and e-commerce companies, and what would be the advantages when they establish their companies with Worky?
Convinces for all our clients, including e-commerce, are a full digital onboarding experience. This is number one. And then access to account management team through our gold partnership, which is Worky. Access to multiple currencies, IBAN accounts in your client's name, able to pay out their the payments in over more than 150 currencies in over 200 countries. So this is for the keywords I can call out, and this is key for the B2B as well. But otherwise, for the tradesmen, I already explained during the first and then second question. But working with the gold partnership, which is Worky, this is gonna change their lives. So that's why this is the different treatment we're gonna do, and we hopefully they apply, of course, but directly reaching out to account management, working with the people, the partners. This is what I can say is completely different. And of course, including also the e-commerce, are fully digital onboarding experience. When I say digital onboarding experience, there are some different sign-up process for the other companies. This is always like that. I'm not saying ours is easy, and I'm not saying ours is the one of the tough one, but there's a balance. So when we ask some of the questions, this is the requirements and the central bank rules and related for the regulatories and the compliance perspective we ask to clients. But how we can eliminate through the partners, this is really up to our discussion and the conversation with the clients. But net, the processes during the onboarding, when we say the full digital, some of the documents is easy to approve. And number one, this is default AI perspective. We have the AI solution, and when you sign up on the platform, nobody is sitting on the screen, right? So it's sometimes the customer is asking me, Burcu, are you there? So do you see my application? Yes, but this is full digital. When I say full digital, when you upload your documents, it's easy to screen and it's easy to verify. But of course, working in the gold partnership with the Worky, the life kind of more easy, and hopefully you can access on time and you can open your accounts in between SLA time. But yeah, this is the overall the process I can explain to you.
So it is actually, it is easier to say, but these kind of advantages actually provide, would save you a lot of time that you would have your, let's say, I'm not just talking about promoting this partnership actually, in the global, in the current way of doing business, that you need to have the confidence that you need to understand that your questions are going to be addressed in a reasonable amount of time, then you're going to have your digital onboarding. For sure, it goes without saying that you need to have your numbers or registrations or whatever identification that you need to have, that you need to have it properly. It needs to be done properly, but working together with Worky, the partnership between Worky and Payoneer would ease the life, would make life easier for the customers who would like to expand their businesses globally. So these advantages, it's easier, it goes from the mouth quite easy, but actually makes the difference on the daily business that when you're having difficulties actually. So
exactly.
I think it is important to emphasize those basically. So I think more or less we have covered, we have covered the subject of our, webinar today. So basically, if you're going to do a quick recap before going into Q&As, Q&A session. So basically, Payoneer is an essential tool. So as a recap, so you're going to have your advantages. Unless I'm mistaken, there's a sort of a bonus that you're going to provide to your customers. Maybe you would like to talk about it a bit before.
Yeah, this is the last things I'm gonna call out, so you already know it, but it's fine. So today, whoever is sign up through the Worky our webinar. So in 6 months period, if you receive 1,000, we're gonna give $50 for the bonus. This is the one of the good news. So hopefully we will see the more signups, and if you do the transaction in 6 months, which is 1,000, this is only just for a special offer for today's webinar. First of all, thank you so much, guys, who is in right now with us. So if you need the accounts and if you are willing to do the 1,000 transaction, here we go, the 50 bonus we are giving.
So it's a courtesy. So that's it's good, and to have to have it is an advantage basically. So again, just a quick recap before the Q&A. So Payoneer is an essential tool to operate in a multi-currency environment. So you're not going to have any hidden costs or any additional burdens from an operational perspective. Yeah. So what does Worky do is we are enabling you to establish your businesses and to keep you comfortable with your finances there, in front of the regulatory bodies. But again, you need to be compliant with the regulations, the local regulations, legal procedures, in order to do this operation seamlessly and in a comfortable manner. Actually, basically, you need to have your documents ready, you need to have your stuff ready. But again, it is digital, so everything goes much easy and more seamlessly when you do your business with Worky and Payoneer, basically. So I think we can proceed to the Q&A session.
Yeah, just from my side, by the way, it's an amazing conversation. Thank you so much for all questions, Evren. So when it comes to cross-border payment, the first things, and the only thing is, I think I can advise to our clients, even our partners, you need to make your transaction in a safe way. So Payoneer is that's why we are standing everything on the regulatory compliance perspective, but our first priority, how we can make our customers' transaction in a safe way. So this is number one. So of course, it's when we call the Payoneer as a digital e-wallet, yes, digital e-wallet, but we are not the digital banking. We are acting as a digital banking, but it's the digital e-wallet system. So therefore, you can securely receive your payments and you can send out to your payments worldwide. That's why today, when we have a discussion with our clients, when you want to expand your business globally, rather than handling for the too many OPEX costs, which is operational costs, working with Worky and opening accounts through the Payoneer, you shouldn't wait to receive the payments because of the local bank. So this is one of the, of course, the regulatory is sitting. You need also the local bank, but making also and having Payoneer accounts, then you can easily get your transaction on time, and between Payoneer to Payoneer transaction, it's less than 1 second. With less than 1 minute. So we have the great tool to provide our customer. But yeah, I'm more open to right now hear the feedbacks and the questions from our clients, and who is at least live today with us. We would like to hear your feedback, guys, and if you have any questions, me and Evren, we are ready to respond.
Yeah, so as you said, so firstly, again, thank you before going to the Q&A. So yeah, so having instant transfers in a cross-border environment is the key right now, and to do it in a safe way is, it goes, it's above all, it's beyond recognition actually. It's really very important actually. So thank you. So let's proceed to the Q&A actually. I think it's a good question, Burcu. What do you think?
What
So
sets
what's that?
Payoneer apart from the global payment system? So to be honest, what you're expecting from Payoneer rather than this one. So of course, this is the number one. But Payoneer is a part of the global payment system. So the number one is we are the main, the one of the payment solution for the e-commerce industry, and we are one of the trustable companies, global payment solution globally. And whoever is at this just mentioned 10 minutes ago, whoever wants to work on the B2B and the safe, and if you want to trust the people, or if you want to reach out to people on time, and if your Viv is more, let's say, talk with the people and the companies, dedicated person, Pioneers is sitting on this way. So of course, the product is, we have there are many competitors in the region, and we have many competitors, but where we are sitting, it's completely different. First of all, we are the most trustable marketplace global payments provider. This is number one. And again, for the B2B, we are again one of the number one trustable global payment solution companies.
Thanks. That was quite good answer, actually. Let's move on. Again. So how does Payoneer ensure compliance with local regulations and laws in different countries?
First of all, because of Workhy partnership, so now you're gonna set up the companies through Workhy. This is number one, and then I think, Evren, you can mention on the laws and the regulations a bit more. From Payoneer perspective, once you have the entity, which means if you have UAE entity, if you have US entity, or if you have the UK entity, wherever you got the documents from the government, which means you need to add to platform. We don't have different rules, to be honest. So if it's, as an example, to the UAE customer, I base in Dubai, so I base in this country more than 11 years right now, and there are some documents has to be here. So when you open your UAE entity, you know which documents you need to submit to government. So we follow exactly the same regulatory and compliance rules when we onboard the people. If it's marketplace, we have more trustable relationship because we collect many information through the marketplaces. But again, when you open the B2B account, if it's the company account, and if you are marketplace sellers, default ID and all regular documents, you can upload it. But on the local regulations and the law perspective, I want to get specifically question. If you can send it to us through the email, I'll appreciate. But otherwise, the Workhy is more responsible to explain what are the regulations and the laws different countries.
Yeah, so basically, yeah, thank you very much for that. So basically, what I can emphasize on this is that, when you apply to Workhy, let's say, and then you would like to, again, for example, you would like to establish a company in the US. So basically, we set up your company, we obtain your EINs, and we work with registered agents there. So we 100%, it goes without saying, comply with the local regulations, US regulations, that you have your CPA there, you have your tax return given on time, so you have a legit body there, so you have a company there. So, and then when you have your documents ready, when you have your company established, and then after, let's say, following your, let's say, application to Payoneer to onboard, then everything goes seamlessly. So you you're not going to face any problems. But if you, let's say, I don't know if it's the correct word to say, but if you do your stuff, if you like to bypass anything or else, so it's not going to work. I think I shouldn't emphasize it as well. So you need to comply with the local rules. So that's as simple as that. So what we ensure in the Worky part of this business is that we ensure that you have your company locally and legally established there, and then you comply with the local regulations. The rest is up to you, actually. I'm talking, when you would like to establish your company. So, thank you. Let's move to the other one. Okay, so that's on me. What should I do to set up a company in US with Worky? It's quite simple. You basically go into our website, worky.com, and then you fill out a form, and then we reach you. So, and afterwards we set up your company in the state that you'd like to be. So we have our CPA partners there, we have our registered agents. So whatever the services that you're going to, if you're going to have a shop in Amazon or in Etsy or whatever platform you would like to work in, or you're just a freelancer and then you need a company there to do business, to issue invoices, to have collections, whatever, and we'll help you with from A to Z. We set up your company in the state that you require, that you will, and then we obtain your EINs or ITINs through our partners, CPAs or lawyers, whatever the service you need. And basically, you have your legit legal company, legal body there in the US. So it's simple. Please apply. Fill in the forms in our website, and you will be able to see our plans as well in our website. So that's, I think, maybe we should give our emails as well if you'd like to apply to us via emails. But I would recommend to visit our website to understand the services you need. So basically, just to give some broad idea on there, so you need to have your company set up there. You need to have maybe a physical address or a virtual office, whatever. Then you need to have your bank account, which can also integrate with Payoneer. So, if you'd like to, I don't know if it's correct to give any names, but if you'd like to work with Stripe or PayPal, then you can integrate your Payoneer accounts, and then to have your earnings land in your local bank accounts as well. Again, for sure, compliant with regulations there, but please check out our website to have some more idea about the plans, what services that you're going to require when you establish a business in the US, and then the rest is on us, actually. So we'll communicate with you in due course. Our team will guide you throughout the process, so you will be able to see that it is easy and it is secure. So maybe we can, I don't know if it's enough that I emphasize this much, but we can, I think, proceed to the next question. Good question. Do you have Pakistani rupee on Payoneer?
Yeah, we have also the people there. Please reach out to them. We have the team, and the local team is also sitting there. So you can find them even after our webinar. We can share some of the contact people if you specifically want to reach out to someone. But if it's about the currency, local currency, today, if you, let's say, based in Pakistan, and if you are looking to receive local payments, we don't support. So Payoneer is a cross-border payment. But if you are looking for the cross-border payment, which is USD to the Pakistan, the conversion, then you can enable to your Pakistan account. But it's not the Pakistan accounts or the currency we are working. Has to be the cross-border payments.
Yeah, so it's not PKR to PKR, it's USD to PKR, or it's GBP to PKR. Okay. Another one for you, Ucu. So do I need a work contract for to use Payoneer?
Yeah. So from the maybe some of the people maybe miss or just recently joined. So when you open company accounts, and okay, as an example, today Evren and me, we are the, let's say, Evren is my customer, and I'm at least expecting for the payment from Evren. So if I'm expecting the transaction from the B2B, has to be with the contract, has to be with invoice, or either corresponding email history. So there are some requirements. This is related for the B2B, the perspective. You need to prove the relationship with your clients. So therefore, if you're expecting any payments and if you already existing business with the clients, you need to prove the service details to us, either contract, invoice. Sometimes we are asking also corresponding email, which means clearly shows your conversation between your clients and what are the service, what type of pricing you agree, so on. So sometimes the contract is enough. Sometimes we are asking for invoice and contract. Sometimes we are asking three of them. So it really depends on the case. But yes, we are asking for the contract, all B2B clients.
Fair enough. So, to be on the safe side, actually, so that's quite essential. Yeah. Okay, we can proceed to the next one. Okay, so it seems that we have addressed all relevant questions related with this webinar. So before coming to an end, I would like to again, Burcu, could you please just emphasize the Payoneer registration link with that bonus? So it's going to be sent after the webinar, but please could you please again emphasize this to our audience?
Yeah, sure. Today, whoever is a sign up through the webinar, so in 6 months period, if you receive 1,000, we're gonna give $50 for as a bonus. So more than happy to see you guys. But today is the one of the discussions I really enjoy. Thank you so much, everyone, one more time. If you have more questions again, just feel free to ask to us. And one more thing, it's the BDM Payoneer. It's gonna be MENA BDM. MENA BDM. The email is gonna be MENA BDM.
Okay, so just let us correct that. And also, guys, you can check out the social media channels of Workhy to have those links and to have access to those gifts. Actually, this $50 gift, that if you're going to sign up with via Payoneer, to Payoneer via Workhy. So basically that's it. Burcu, it was actually awesome to have you with us today. So I really enjoyed the webinar, and also I'm hoping that this webinar have helped our audience, gave them a broad idea of how to proceed, how to expand their businesses globally. So how they're going to proceed with Payoneer and Workhy as well. So guys, thanks for watching. Finally, and if you have any questions, you would be able to see those emails, and also please check out our social media channels for further info. And if you have any questions, please visit our websites and then drop us an email. So we will be happy to help you. So thanks again, Burcu. It's really nice to have you.
Thanks for watching, everyone. See you then.
Yeah. See you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.